be laid back, relaxing. Camera in my face, I am the talent. Bring it on, I love a challenge. Before the Hype is brought to you by Ultra Lounge, Color Star Media.
Follow it. Just put me to your garden now. Show you how I handle it. Check out your boy.
My name is Miss Kristen Dion, and we're on Before the Hype TV, and I have Songbird Just Raven in the house. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure.
Yes, and so tell us, what got you started with singing?
I can recall a movie, actually, Sister Act 2. With Lauryn Hill. That's when I think about what got me started with music, that's like an immediate thought.
Really?
Just the vibe that you get, the joyful music, the good atmosphere that they gave you, you know?
Okay, and
brings
so
you back to
how long have you
childhood.
been singing then?
Since I was little, I started performing really out of middle school and high school. I acted as well in different productions. I'll be looking into acting soon. I'm actually working on that, so y'all watch out. Watch out.
See, every time you come around, you got to bring Jim, James, Paul, and Tyrone. See, why can't we be by ourselves sometimes? I've been having this on my mind for a long time. I just wanted to be you and me like it used to be, baby. But you don't know how to act. So matter of fact, I think you better call Tyrone. Yeah, I got it. And tell him come on, help you get your shit. You need to call Tyrone. And tell him I said come on.
Okay, well tell us then the name of your current album.
Time flies.
Time Flies.
Time flies, and it does. Time flies over us, but it leaves its shadow behind.
Okay.
So, yeah, y'all look out for that. My first single was Fling. Yeah, I got a lot in store for y'all. Just wait for it.
So what is the situation behind Time Flies, the Fling?
Well, time is one of those things in life that you'll never get back.
That's true.
You know, it's like a river flowing. I look at it this way. It's a river. You touch a certain part of the river, that flow will never come through again.
Right.
It's gone.
That's
it.
true. That's true.
You know, it's once in a lifetime, but it'll always leave a piece. You know, and that piece helps you grow. And, you know, it's so many different parts of me, and, you know, through time, you know, as I'm writing the album, you know, anything I think about, I write it down. So that's what I'm sharing with my audience. You know, it can go from one portion to a whole different atmosphere. So that's what I'm sharing. So y'all wait on it.
Time flies.
Time flies.
And tell us about your latest single, The Fling.
Fling, yes. I'm working on the video.
Okay.
But Fling is kind of like a tease. You know, it comes off as it's flirtatious, kind of like no strings attached. No strings attached. You know, just have fun with me, vibe with me.
So, do you want to give us a little snippet, a little
a fling?
tease, a fling?
A fling? Sure. 'Cause no one has to know how far we're really going, and we don't have to show nobody what we're doing, 'cause it's just a little thing I like to call a fling I'm trying to have with you. I'm just trying to do my thing, not trying to earn a ring. I'm just trying to kick it with you, not trying to be a girl, just trying to make your world do a little flip or two. So come over, spit your game, I'ma do the same. Start a little playing with you, start a little playing with you.
Boy, you're looking good. Boy, you're smelling bright. I'm trying to get in good with you tonight.
The fling, okay. I can't wait to see that video as well. And when is your video gonna drop?
Sometime in the next year, so 2015.
Okay, we'll be looking for it.
I'll keep y'all updated.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right, and tell us about some upcoming events that you have together right now.
I'm actually working with a few promoters within Charlotte.
Okay.
Looking to start performing, get my face out there, get my music out there.
Okay.
Working behind the scene with different producers.
Okay.
Just trying to get out there, collabos, you know, just networking.
Okay.
The network.
Networking, that's what it's all
Teamwork made the
about.
dream work, you know. There you go.
It does.
Come on,
Yes.
somebody.
And tell us, where can we find your music? Where can we find everything about Raven?
You can find me Facebook, www.facebook.com/JustRavenOfficial. Twitter, I am Just Raven. I am on Instagram /I am Just Raven. SoundCloud.com/JustRavenOfficial. So.
Now every time I ask you what it's okay, you say no, but turn right around and ask me for some Well, hold up, listen, partner, I ain't no cheap thrill, 'cause Just Raven's always coming for real. You know the deal. Every time we go somewhere, I gotta reach down in my purse to pay your way and your homeboy's way, and sometimes just peasants' way. They don't ever have to pay, don't have no cars, hang around and bars, try to hang around with stars. Like I do, I'ma tell you the truth, show the truth, or give the boot. I think you better call Tyrone. See how go? And tell him, come on, help you get your shit. You need to call Tyrone. But sorry, but you can't use my phone.
All right, look out for her, y'all.
That's a lot.
She's hot. Time flies. The Fling video coming out 2015. Just
Ain't ready.
Raven.
Look at you, Robin.
And this is before the Hype TV. It's been real.
Just be my man, da 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 da. Man cannot live on bread and bread alone, so be my man. Come into my heights and do something new, and drop every ounce of pride that thinks that I can do better.
How you feeling? It's yours truly, Mel Renzo. I want to let you know, for all you IG followers out there, make sure you log on to IG. Make sure you type in @BeforeTheHypeTV.
Miss Kristen Dion, and this is Before the Hype TV. And today we have the pleasure of speaking with Miss North Carolina, Shelby Brown. Thank you so much for being here.
It's a pleasure meeting you.
Nice meeting you as well. And tell us what got you started with the pageant.
It would have to be in high school, my junior year. I got scouted for modeling, and it just went from there when somebody told me to do beauty pageants.
Okay, and tell us about your support system at home for your pageant.
Well, my support system is very huge. I have a huge family and a lot of friends, so they support me, and it's just a lot of fun when they come and travel with me.
Okay, that's pretty cool. And you are currently in school.
I am.
What school do you attend?
I go to Marshall University, and I'm a fashion major and minoring in business.
Okay, that's pretty cool. And what do you plan on doing with that major?
I plan on becoming a fashion merchandiser or a fashion designer or doing visual merchandising.
Okay, and do you have any ideas like for your future label, the name of the label yet or anything like that?
Not right now.
Okay, and what type of designs do you plan on coming up with?
Very sophisticated, classy, very different, chic, just different things like that.
Okay, and being Miss North Carolina, are there any particular concepts or things that you like to speak about in public?
Just about having self-confidence and being you. Different things in that aspect.
Okay, and are there any topics that you typically speak about for public speaking?
I speak about autism, having confidence in yourself, and different things like that.
Okay, and why did you choose to speak mainly about autism?
I have a younger sibling who's autistic, so I'm a big advocate and supporter of that.
Okay, all right, and tell us more about you're in school, you run track. How do you juggle that with being Miss North Carolina?
I have a planner. And I just have to juggle going to class back and forth. It's really hard, but I got used to it, so it's pretty cool.
Okay, and how do you schedule your events around class? Class is usually Monday through Friday. Do you only do things on the weekend?
I have a momager, which is my mom, who's my manager, and she just kind of sets things up for me, and I'll go and tell my professor or tell the dean, and we just kind of work around it for exams and stuff to make sure I still turn everything on time.
Okay, and what is your next step with the pageants after you graduate from Marshall University? What's next?
I have one coming up, so I'm just going to keep continuing to do it until I get into Miss America or Miss USA.
Okay, and what will those steps entail? What type of advice would you give someone on the same path as yourself?
Just have fun, be confident in yourself, and just keep going.
Keep going. All right, well, and also tell us in your personal life, how do you juggle your social life, being with your friends and family and still being in North Carolina?
It's really hard because I have to watch what I put on social media because I still have people who still look at all my social media stuff. I have to watch what I say, what I wear, where exactly I go to with my crown and sash on. So it's kind of hard, but I juggle that. It's kind of cool having friends, coming and taking pictures and stuff, and people asking for autographs and stuff, but it's really cool.
And tell us, I'm sure you have a lot of small, younger fans that look up to you. How does that make you feel?
Well, it makes me feel very happy. I have a younger brother and sister who really look up to me, and the first time I got my crown and sash, I went to their school and talked to their classroom and stuff, and I really appreciate it.
Oh, that's exciting for them. And within the community, what are some events that you recently attended within the community?
Some events I recently attended would be the Breast Cancer for Awareness. That was in October. I've also done the UNC Stop the Hunger. That was just recently. I've done a lot, so I can't really think right now. I'm having a blockage, but it's a lot of stuff that I've been doing.
Well, tell us more about the event at UNC. That's where I met you. And so what did that event entail?
That event was to raise money for Stop the Hunger to feed children and family, and it was kind of like a fashion show, and I really had fun with it. Everybody was very supportive, and everybody was very aware of what was going on.
Okay, and when it comes down to hunger, like the purpose of the event, what is your outlook? What do you think that we can do in our community as a whole to make things better?
I think we just need to be more aware of what's going on in the world personally, and I think that we just need to start raising money and start doing stuff and overlook, what celebrities are doing or anything like that.
Right. And last but not least, if you could please tell us how we can find you on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
You can find me on Instagram at XOXO_Shelbs. On Facebook, you can type in Miss North Carolina USA National Miss, and it should pop up Shelby Brown. You can email me at missNCUSANationalMiss@gmail.com.
Okay, and any upcoming events that we can come out and support you at?
Not that I know of right now.
All right, well, just keep us posted.
I will.
All right, well, thank you so much for being
It's
here.
a pleasure.
Miss North Carolina, Shelby Brown, before the Hype TV. It's been real.
Yours truly, Mel Renzo. For all my Facebook users out there, make sure you check out our Facebook page and make sure you like the page. It's at V Before the Hype TV. Got a lot of videos, a lot of interesting photos and information about what we got coming up in the future. So again, I said at V Before the Hype TV on Facebook, and make sure you like our page.
Forever, but it don't matter to me. Long I got something to ride to, something to something to sip, and I can go all night long. Live from the bottom of the map, just a little scrap with his hat turned to the back. Don't know how to act, blaming on the county he was at when he started rapping. Young shy goofball, but it kinda happened. Now I'm on a road of things I wouldn't imagine. Funny how things change when you on the map. From the same place where you probably talk things like how to run game before you run a lap. For the sake of my city, come here to run it back. Now I'm Freddie Trent, got that, so I hop back in my own lane, but I still got my top back. Wanna slide through, let them know.
This is Before the Hype TV. My name is Miss Kristen Dion, and today we have the pleasure of speaking with Mr. Cozzy,
Yeah.
rapper, songwriter as well.
Yeah.
Tell us about your music.
What you want to know? You know what I mean? It's reality music on a scale of someone talking to the people from a 9-to-5 type standpoint. I like to speak on real relative issues that a lot of people that every day that I deal with. So it starts from there, and then it forms into something real Southern playlists that I came up listening to. So that's why I take pride in making good music.
So what got you started into the rap game?
It was always around me. My uncle, he was in the music business. He used to do some managing for Master P. So that's how I got into the business side of things. But I was around it. As a kid, I played the piano. And up into middle school, I played the alto saxophone. I was always like writing music, like writing music, kind of like doing things, rapping at home, stuff like that. But I've never took heed to it until like I graduated high school, and then really kind of took heed to the craft.
What's it? I know how to react. I'm having fun with this. Really came a long way from not having money, so I've been done with that stunt. I just wanna relax, so baby, ease my mind. Perfect way to untwine is on the Georgia pine. That's why I keep this on my wine while I'm sipping. Sell a player listed while I'm wood grain whipping. My pimping kinda different. The type that make a Muslim reconvert into a Christian. The mission so convincing. We out to get the money and it really ain't no other competition. Excuse me in the parking lot as my car is taking off her top and she ready. This is for my partners that only drive blacks and occasionally they might ride heavy. Don't do my weed by the pound or my lean by the pint, but I'm pulling up and rolling up. Can I get a light? They be like, man, you say that all the time. That's just what I like. Some do Pepsi, some do Coke. I'm mixing with my Sprite. Now come on, I know you like it. Come on, tell me who riding. Come on, come jump inside and guarantee we get away. They tell me you can't live forever, but it don't matter to me. Long I got something to ride to.
And how does your personal life influence the music that you write?
Shoot, it influenced it, like, probably 90% of it, if not my situation, then a situation that I can relate to, a situation that I've seen, a situation that I've been a part of. So, things like that is what really influenced it. Music I grew up listening to, people that, that I grew up around, growing up around the older crowd, just, kind of being into different things that people my age might not be into, but, it's all of that played a major influence on what I do.
Are any of your singles like very personal that people wouldn't even know that it was about you, but you know it's deep in?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Not
Okay.
yet. I haven't got to that point where I was just like releasing that much info yet, but it's coming.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Okay. And who do you want to work with in the industry?
In the industry now, you know, anybody that can help me progress really. Music wise, you know, anybody that's dope. I like music. I'm a fan of it first, so
Okay.
I'm always listening to dope music. I'm always really interested in the next thing.
Who's your favorite rap artist?
Rap artists. Off the top of my head, I had to just go Outkast. You know,
Okay.
I grew up listening to Outkast. I grew up listening to the UGKs. Growing up in Pensacola, Florida, we on the Panhandle of Florida, so you know we didn't really have like that major identity as far as like Florida music. Because you know what I mean, when people like to think of Florida music growing up, they like to think of like the Uncle Luke's and like bounce music. So
Right.
it was kind of like we gravitated toward like the Texas scene, the Ryan Clean scene, the player scene. You know what I mean? So it was kind of like that, and then so in that time I started listening to Outkast, the UGKs, the Scarfaces, the Swisher House movement, all of that. So they kind of I could say they might have played a part on maybe the diction and the dialect and how maybe kind of convey my messages. But other than that, you know what I mean, I really I'm inspired by life. So.
Just got my wash, pull up to the parking lot, cups of rock, letting out 5 o'clock, catch potential coming out the venue, I sit back and watch, feeling like a million pockets on straight, but I'm walking with a limp like I got that guap, stop, now picture me getting my roll on, got a full tank, we taking off, you better hold on, know I got that drink and I got something we can smoke on, said this feeling make it hard for her to keep her clothes on, could have figured that paint up the par, better tell her them rims up the par, better know that them subs up the par, make a bra fall in love with the car, sunroof get it closer to the stars, bench seats get it closer to the kid, right arm show her how I keep the player, left arm show her how I work the wheel, baby girl this ain't what you think it is, this is much more than just a car, this that southern playalistic, riding dirty space, pimping double cup, no prescription sounds up, speakers hitting, movie playing, screen flipping, switching lane, still tipping, and it make the inside look something like a time machine. Press a button, baby, take you where you wanna. They stop and stare like it's something that they never seen. Outside got me ready for the summer. My windows tinted like I'm riding in a limousine. Wood grain gripping when I'm in the corner. I'm fresh as living my life in a movie screen. I keep it player, you can take it how you want. I remember my first car, back to 84, then to 88 when I stayed in VA. Felt like the biggest thing rolling on the road, couldn't barely move the needle, throwing 30 in the tank. Working at the mall, Champ Sports had it all, couldn't tell no, my money hit the bank. Made a phone call, got around on my toes. Woof, woof, roll call, okay, they go Jose. Then Ryan, now we back Brian. 264 on a way to Lynn Haven. Looking, feeling, smelling amazing. Fragrance, courtesy of what I've been blazing. Lane changing, driving like I'm racing. I ain't got the patience, match the gas. Trying to do the dance, driving, turn the skating. You gotta ride your tree, but project can't relate. Had that fire burn my senior year. I drove that crazy red paint, crank the engine on the lights, flip up the plate. Wasn't the prettiest car, and that's for sure, but you couldn't tell me that day. In my mobile vacation spot where I ease my mind, have a seat where you wanna go, we can speed off now. Me and her in my time machine, don't need y'all around. You can see what I'm watching when my screen fall down, cause you know the inside looks something like a time machine. Press a button, baby, take you where you wanna. They stop and stare like it's something that they never seen. Outside got me ready for the summer. My windows tinted like I'm riding in a limousine. Wood grain gripping when I'm in the corner. I'm fresh as living my life in a movie screen. I keep it player, you can take it how you wanna. Inside
Okay. And what's next for you outside of the projects you're working on? You said you're going to get started back in November. What's next as far as like being out in the community, big events?
You know, other than that, you know, just dealing with, I'm trying to stay busy if it's not just dealing with everyday life, just like my family, you know, stuff like that. I like to get into the film side of things, been working on doing some acting here and there.
Okay.
You know, always collabing. But, you know, it's really pretty much all music for me, you know, so I'm always trying to think of a way to create.
Okay, and tell us more about your family. It sounds like they play a major role in your life and music career. So.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, my uncle, he guides my music, you know, heavily to this day. My support system, my parents, my brothers, my cousins, you know, they always there. They go hard for me.
Like I talk a different language, got problems to solve, but when I try explaining it, it's come on like gibberish. On the phone, via text, reading these threats, and I can see we is a mess. Used to think we went hand in hand like the smell of pee in the jacks. My analogies made you smile at me. It's me, what you expect, but it's different now. Them awkward silences come more frequent. Them conversations turn interrogation. Did you creeping? You cheating? Your voicemail like the only person I talk to. You so mean to me. Is you texting all in my ear? Is that another girl that I hear beeping in? Like where do we go from here? When them insecurities start seeping in and we ain't got no place to run to. Oh, I know we can point fingers, we can start rumors, we can let the hate and gossip consume us. We can act like none of this been a circus, but we still got the elephant that's in the room. I won't talk too soon. Jumping to conclusions, probably what got us to scratch out confusion. Look at what we doing.
What would be a piece of advice that you would give to someone younger wanting to get started as a rap artist?
Well, one thing that I definitely took heed to was invest what you think your dream is worth. If you think your dream is worth everything, then invest everything. Because me, myself, I feel like, you know, I'm all in with it. You know what I mean? If some kind of way, if I get a roadblock, I'm taking my same dream and I'm going up another alley, you know what I mean? So for me, it's just like, you know, just invest what you think it's worth, you know, and always stay positive. And I probably just say, you know, stay focused, be a realist. I mean, I ain't gonna say be a realist, that's what I am. So I'm always like aware of what's going on. So I don't just want to drown in the dream, but at the same time, you know, I'm always aware of what's going on. So just stay.
For real, it won't change if we don't. And the funny thing about it, we won't. So we sit back in this ignorance, not understanding that shit for real. I know I be stuck inside my ways. She be telling me to change, just like I don't hear a thing, no. We be talking and going one after the other, try to show her that I love her, and I never find another like gibberish. Something about her make me wanna sing, but it's like she don't understand what I'm saying, man. Looking at me like I talk a different language, got problems to solve, but when I try explaining it, it's come up like